It's all the time. Let's see what the book say about the earth. Isaiah 40, verse 17. We need to know science. Science ain't all this C plus 2 plus A, all these little things you can't pronounce. This is natural stuff in the world. I wrote the definition of science down. What is that definition? Science is defined as the study of natural behavior, nature and behavior of natural things and the knowledge of it. That's all it is. You're trying to figure out why it's raining. Who caused the rain? Who created man? What's wrong with my body? This stuff that God created, you want to know about, that's science. Now these joker created diseases. Isaiah 40, verse 17. Let's start and see if the earth flat around. Verse 18, this is science. Go ahead. 17, excuse me.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
Yes, sir. All nations is nothing when you compare it to God. All of them. Go ahead.
To whom then will you liken God? Or what likeness will ye compare unto him?
Ain't nobody compared to God. Verse 21. Go ahead.
Have you not known? Have you not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth?
Yes, sir. You gotta stand back. Yes, sir. We gotta know about that science. Go ahead. What did he say? 21.
Have you not known? Have you not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth?
Yes, sir. Talk about the foundation of the earth. Keep going.
22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth.
Wait a minute. Who's sitting up on the circle of the earth? Or he's sitting up on the flat of the earth? The circle. That's science. You want to know? Is the earth round and flat, right? Y'all probably ain't been in listening to folks out there on the land like I have, on the internet. They all about this stuff all the time. Go ahead, read that again.
22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth.
The circle of the earth. Who is he? God. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in.
So this science, man, they're telling us what he's searching out. He said on the circle of the earth. Just want to show y'all that the earth is a circle. That's it. Let's go to Genesis chapter 1. Let's look at a little more science here. Science. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Genesis 1:1. That's what, this is this information that these Israelites were telling the king. I guarantee you want to know if the earth flat or round. I bet you want to know. I want to know. Go ahead, Genesis 1:1.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Yes, sir.
And the earth was without form and void.
So this is talking about the beginning. This science, man, how it was created. The earth without form and void. Go ahead.
And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
Yes, sir.
And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good.
God said, let there be light, and that is light. Most people right there read that and they say, that's the sun. That ain't the sun. He said, let there be light. That's the light. That's the first heaven right there. Right here on this board, the light that will God stay at. He said, let there be light. He wanted to see. Go ahead, I'm going to show you that one in the sun. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And God saw the light that it was good,
Mm-hmm.
and God divided the light from the darkness.
Yes, sir.
And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
I go into the day and the night. Go ahead.
And the evening and the morning were the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
He said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, meaning that he had an ark over the heavens, so that water from on top of the heavens wouldn't just come down like just whenever they want to do. He had an ark that God controlled when the water come out when it rained. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
So it's like the earth is like this, and you got a firmament on the top, like an invisible ark, and you got waters on the top. But sometimes you look at the clouds, it look like the clouds are flat, like it's sitting on something. That's what it's sitting on, the ark. The firmament, which is an invisible thing to separate the waters from the water. The waters on the earth. Go ahead.
8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day.
Yes, sir.
And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so.
Now he's separating the waters on the earth, meaning that you got Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. He's separating this water, and he's separating it by land. You notice the water don't even come over the land that much. It might come up a little bit, but it go right back down. God controlling that. That's science. We want to know how this thing is being separated. Go ahead.
And God called the dry land earth.
See, that's the dry land with earth. He went with the one he separated. Mm-hmm.
And the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after its kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so.
So it bringing forth vegetation upon the earth. Jump down to verse 13. Let's see what happened see, that was the first day. Now we on what day? The third day, right? We're going to go down to the third day, verse 13.
And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
Wait a minute, we already created light in verse 1, didn't we? This is a different light. He turned the light on where he was. That's the kingdom where his kingdom is. Now we're dealing with the second heaven, which is the firmament. We're going to do it with the stars and the moon and the sun. This science, right here. Go ahead.
15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Yes,
and
sir.
it was so.
It was so. Understand this too. These lights of the firmament, the moon, the sun, is for time and the season. What do you mean by that? Most people don't even understand that. It tells us when you start the year off.
Amen.
In the springtime, ain't but two seasons in the Bible. Winter and spring. Well, not winter. What is this? Winter and spring, I think. Yeah, winter and spring. Two seasons, what I seen. You might say somebody, let me know. But thing is, he said, look, I give you that to make sure you know when it's the 14th day of the first month. We start that when winter ends, we start going into the spring. That's how we know when Passover is. We judging it by what? The lights in the firmament, which is the moon. We go off the lunar calendar, not the Gregorian calendar, which is the sun. That's why our days are a whole lot different from them Jewish people over there. But this is science. I guarantee you they went back today and explaining this to the king because he wanted to know it. I would. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
Yes, sir.
And it was so.
So we get light upon the earth? Go ahead.
And God made two great lights. The greater light to rule the day.
What is that light? The sun, right? I thought we already created the sun up there in verse 1. Go ahead.
And the lesser light to rule the night.
What is that?
The
The
moon.
moon. This signs. Go ahead.
He made the stars also.
Made all this is in the second heaven right here. Right here. I hate to tell people it's 3 heavens now. Well, I don't hate to tell them. But it's 3 heavens that they don't know about. And the one they're trying to go to, they can never go to. They won't go to. Which is the heaven that God lives in, the holy angels and Jesus, right up there in the 3rd heaven. What verse we at?
19.
Go ahead.
19. And the evening and the morning were the 4th day.
So I just want to make sure you understand, I knew what I was talking about when I said the sun. He created that in the first day. He don't go back and create 2 different lights. He created the light outside where he was. Then he created the light inside of these 2 lights, which is the sun and the moon. This is science. And those 2 lights control what? The seasons. Understand that. We'll deal with that a little more in creation. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Let me show you that it's 3 heavens. This is what God gave Israel. We know about this stuff. The world is wondering. I guarantee they still puzzled about that 2 lights. Because I was puzzled when I first heard it too. I was like, wait, hey, that's sun, man. No, 2 different lights. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1. Let's see what Brother Paul say about these 2 heavens, these 3 heavens. Verse 1, go ahead.
It is not expedient for me doubtless to glory.
Yes, sir.
I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. I knew it.
So he said the visions and revelation. Revelation is to reveal something, right?
Yes, sir.
Reveal. Go ahead.
I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth. Such an one caught up to the 3rd heaven.
Wait a minute, 3 heavens? Wait. They all told us we going to heaven once we die and go back with God, we saved. Which one are you going to? You ain't going but one. This is the 1st heaven right here. And the only way you get to the 2nd heaven, right here, you got to go by a plane ticket. Because ain't nobody got no wings to fly up and down the 2nd heaven. The 3rd heaven where God is, no man will ever go up there, period. Period. He said he called him the 3rd heaven. The 1st heaven you stand on. The 2nd heaven where the firmament is, where the stars, the moon, and the lights are. The 3rd heaven where God is. What was Jesus called up to? The 3rd heaven. Where does he sit? At the right hand of who? The Father. That's science. Go ahead.
And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth.
Yes, sir. Because when Jesus appeared to Paul, he blinded. He couldn't see for about 3 days. That light was so bright of him. Go ahead.
How that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words which it is not lawful for a man to utter.
Where is that paradise? The 3rd heaven. He was caught up. So we know that Daniel never knew this. All the God prophets knew this. You know why? Because it was given to us. That's why you can't learn anything unless you learn it by Israel. Let me show you. Let's go to Amos. Amos 3. We got 2 more we out here. I'm trying to get like Boo in them today, huh? It's good, eh?
It is.
It's Amos chapter 3. God only reveals this to his people. If you're going to learn this, and we didn't even touch half of it. We only touching 10% of it. I don't think it's 10. Let me show y'all, Israel is a very important people. You need to know the history so you can get the answers. Because you can't get the answers unless you know them. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Go ahead, brother.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Yes, sir.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Now he spoke this to who? The children of Israel, our people, the so-called Negroes that was in those slave ships, those gifts in that ship. Let me see how much he liked them. Go ahead.
You only have I known of all the families.
Wait. You only?
Yes, sir.
How absolute is only?
Absolutely.
You can only learn salvation through Israel. Believe me, if a white man or a Hamite, Gentile, whatever it is, he knows somebody that book, I guarantee you Israel taught him. Read that over.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
This is why we ended up in those slave ships. Because we broke the law. This is how the transatlantic slave trade started. Verse 6. Jump down to verse 6. Go ahead.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
See, we know this. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord hath not done it?
Wait a minute. The Lord do evil?
Yes, sir.
That's what he said, didn't he? He said, he asked him a question. Now what does he say? Go ahead.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
These are secrets to the world. They don't know that God do evil. You tell them God do evil. No, they don't. God don't do no evil. You take them to Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. He said, I form the light. I form the darkness. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. That's what they don't know. But he said, I reveal it to who?
The prophets.
The prophets. That's why it's so important for us to teach this history.
Yes, sir.
And know who we are so we can teach others. Instead of just coming, oh, we Israel, we in slave ships. It's much more than that. We scientists, engineers, doctors, inventors, all this stuff. We are great people, got a great heritage, got great information and knowledge. We created 90% of what the inventions are in the world. We did this off of God's knowledge. You can just come up with this. Let's go to Romans chapter 3. We got an advantage over the people if we know what we're doing. We got an advantage. But also we got a disadvantage if we don't know. Let me show you the advantage. Romans chapter 3 and verse 1. But to get around them Israelites that know something, instead of always trying to persecute the nations, hey, we know we Israel. We know we the chosen people. But we chosen to do a job, to teach the nations. Y'all, these people, our brothers on the street, they shutting up the king. We tell them they can't get in because these people white. Or these people Hamite, or these people African. You gonna hear that from me? Let me show you the advantage. Go ahead.
What advantage then hath the Jew?
Yes, sir.
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
So we got an advantage. That's why more people in the world are having so much hard time. Because they ain't read who they are and what they're supposed to be doing. You at a disadvantage. If you ain't comfortable with what you're doing, you out of order. It will be, like I said, the talent, the gift God give you, it will fit like a glove. It will. But you got to search within yourself to find it. Why is it an advantage? Go ahead.
Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
What are the oracles?
The answers.
The answers to everything in the world. Every single thing we should know is in the book.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
For what if some did not believe?
And nobody cares if they don't believe. Go ahead.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Go ahead.
God forbid. Yet, let God be true, but every man a liar.
You think I care about it? If you don't believe this book, I can give a flip. I'm going to believe it. I'm going to try to follow my best of my ability. I don't care what you believe in. It's an individual thing with salvation. Everybody's individual in here. You better take care of yourself first. And you can help somebody else, do so. But don't let them take you down to the bottom with their knowledge. Because they don't want to believe. Go ahead.
Middle of 4. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
He said, you're going to be justified in your sins and might overcome when you judge. But if you don't know you Israel, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be judged the strictest. You're going to be judged a lot. You're like, I ain't do that, I ain't know that. He said, I had this book, man, on this earth. When you were there 70 years or 50 years, I had it there. But you know what you did? I don't want to hear about that. I'm into my thing. I got other stuff to do. You better get into this. Everybody. 1 Corinthians chapter 3. This last one. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 5. If you searching, you studying God will. He will increase you. He will increase the knowledge that you supposed to have.
Amen.
That I supposed to have.
Amen.
God believe me. Somebody who close to me know me. I ain't that smart now. Don't think I'm smart. I just know how to work hard. You want to outwork me, buddy? Not in this. That's the difference between, that's what people got to understand. It's never about the smartest person. It's all about who gonna stick to it. Who got the testicular fortitude, that tenacity, to stick to it. Stick to it. That's how you last people out. Talking to men with testicular, if y'all don't understand. But you got to have that lasting. You got to last in this. He said, he that endure to what?
To the end.
So what did that tell you? There you go. I like that. It's not a sprint. Who gonna last in this? Well, if you think this thing is sprint to who first? No, it ain't like that. We got a long time. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5. Go ahead, brother.
Who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believe, even as the Lord gave to every man?
He said, who are these men? Who is Paul? Shoot, Paul wrote the majority of the New Testament. And he said, who is Apollos? What do they do? Go ahead.
I have planted, Apollos water, but God gave the increase.
Don't get it twisted. No man can make you see anything.
Amen.
God got to look in your mind and look in my mind. Let me see if you really want it or she really want it. If you don't really want it, he's not going to increase your knowledge to nothing. He's going to stay right there. You can never go up higher. Because he's looking in our minds to see if we really want it. Because God said, don't cast your prayer before swine. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 7. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watered, but God that giveth the increase.
God said, you plant, you can water, like we talk to people all the time. You're like, man, why they don't see it? Why they don't see it? You be getting mad. God said, I get the increase, buddy. You can talk till you blue in the face. If I don't want them to see it, they ain't gonna see it. He said, God that giveth the increase. Go ahead.
Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
So I'm telling you, everybody got a resume. Everybody. You better have more in this law done right when judgment time comes than what you've been running your mouth about. Because every other word that we talk, we're going to be judged by it. Every one of them. And people rarely say anything about God in the course of a day. But they got so much other stuff to say. You better put that in your mouth. Okay? He said, you're going to be judged off your labors. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For we are laborers together with God.
Yes, sir.
Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are God's building.
So the church ain't about no four walls. Wherever we gather at, that's the building. We like buildings, but we can gather outside in a park. We can gather outside anywhere or go to somebody's house. As long as 2 or 3 in the midst, God there. 2. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Verse 10. According to the grace of God which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
He said, look, I laid this thing plain that you can get it. Take upon yourself to learn it. Go ahead.
For other foundation can no man lay than what that is laid, which is Jesus Christ.
We got to go with Jesus' foundation. only. Because healing's gonna last all day. Healing's gonna last. Well, I ain't mean to go that far. I ain't even touch on all that. But anyway, I just want to make sure people understand what was on them slave ships. They were gifts to the nations.
Amen.
And they used us still today. Go back and research it. But we're going to take up, read the announcement, take up the offering. Anybody got anything to give? Come on to give. And no pressure if you ain't got it. That's a little new one, man. AJ. We're going to read the announcement, then we're going to get y'all out of here. Y'all got something to do? You don't want to have nothing to do. Go ahead, brother.
Here at the House of Israel, we have a dress code. Men and boys, no tank tops, flip-flops, shorts, muscle shirts, sagging pants, hats, ripped jeans, or slides. Women and girls, no slides, tank tops, halter tops, low-cut blouses.
Oh, probably charging. Keep going, go ahead.
Leggings, bodysuits, ripped jeans, no cleavage showing, no bra strap showing, no short skirts or dresses. Be mindful of your dresses and skirts because when you sit down, they can come up and